Okay, girlies, welcome to the life of the pretty and the powerful. Your modern day soap opera starring Ebb in the details. Let me back it up. So I had already planned to come on here and do vlogging, right? Because that's what my vision is. My vision is to create a community, aka the House of Details, where the girls can come over and we can kiki. I can teach y'all a little bit, I can preach y'all a little bit, and we can grow together. And we can be soft and strategic and as pretty as powerful as we want to because this is our space. It's our digital home. And so I was going to launch the Life of the Pretty and the Powerful in January. But then I decided, shout out to Amber, because Amber really, she was kind of promoting doing Vlogmas and asking what girlies were doing Vlogmas. And I told my best friend in like September that I was going to do Vlogmas. And then I didn't. And I'm not gonna say I didn't, but I had decided not to. But now I'm like, you know what? Why not? Amber's talking about it. Let's just do it. So we're gonna do it. You guys are gonna get the Life and the Pretty and the Powerful early. Okay, shout out to the YouTube girlies because we're gonna be YouTube stars anyway, and this is where we need to be at. Okay, so let me just put this out there. First of all, I just got out the shower because I'm about to get ready and shoot content. You guys are going to see the video transition a little bit because I already shot an introduction for this. And I was like, you know what? I got to come up here and let them know like why I'm doing Vlogmas. Y'all know I like to over explain. I like to talk. And that is what this is. So girlies, get ready for me to be talking a lot on the life of the pretty and powerful. I'm not editing. I'm not doing no super editing. Y'all know my videos that y'all see on TikTok and IG are very edited. So I make sure outfit tea, hair tea, nails tea, background tea. Okay. Now I stopped editing so heavily, like kind of editing out gulps or swallows or heavy breathing and all of that, because it was stopping me from putting the content out. And now that I stopped kind of editing so much of that, I've learned that, or I got back to enjoying creating content. So this will not be as ecstatic as you guys are used to seeing. But I mean, there will be moments, right? Because I still got to go to work. I still go outside, that kind of stuff. So yeah, get ready for that. This is going to be our up close and personal time. I'm not doing all the editing. I'm not editing out breaks and and when I have a brain cloud and all of that. We're not doing all that. This is real deal Holyfield, girls. All right, so I just got the shower. I'm about to shoot content. I batch shoot my content, which is why y'all always see the hair tea, the makeup tea, the outfit tea, the background tea. So I'm about to batch shoot some content. I'm finna shoot some content for Avon. I'm finna shoot some content for the podcast. And I'm also finna shoot just some stills to kind of use and pictures and stuff like that. I really like taking pictures, especially when I'm able to kind of sit down and be in my element. I don't like rush pictures, right? So when the girls be like, oh girl, let me get your picture outside, that's a real little cute little, put a little hand on my hip, little, that little two fingers, something like that. But when I'm at home by myself, I'm really able to dive into my creativity and play with it a little bit, right? Like, play with different poses, play with different angles, see what looks good on me, see what I like. So I love to batch content at home. But obviously I gotta shoot some podcast episodes because we need some. And I need to, of course, Avon content. If you girlies don't know, I am the new Avon girly on the block. And I am bringing her back to all her glory. I feel like we are losing the blueprint. And Avon is the blueprint. It is the blueprint for Self-Care Sunday. It is the blueprint for fragrance. They've been doing fragrance girlies since, I think, 1889, I think what they said, which is a crazy amount of time to be doing fragrance and for them not to be respected as a fragrance house. Now I get it, they branched off, did some different things, but their bottles were iconic. Like, because they the one who started the whole, let my perfume double as not only perfume but also something that sits cute on my vanity. They the OGs, the triple OGs, y'all. 1889, that's crazy. But no worries. Y'all thought the Avon lady retired and she did not. She did not. She is on her way back. And so I'm going to shoot some content for that. You guys are going to be like, girl, I know that ain't Avon. I'm going to be like, girl, yes, it is. But while we're here, right, fresh out the shower, okay? Because, again, y'all, this is real deal. So if I start just about something else, and I direct myself back, just come back with me. Just come back with me. I talk on my hands a lot too. I know Irma gonna watch this. Irma told me stop talking with my hands so much. But girl, that's just what I do. Like even when I'm in the office with her in real life, I be doing all of this. So it just is what it is. I mean, girlies, and I like to show off my nails, but I think I naturally just talk with my hands a lot. So let's come on back. The Glow List. The Glow List got glowed up, baby, and she got a new name. Her name is now The Pretty Details. Because of course we're building a brand, girlies. Details, everything, pretty, everything, powerful, everything, soft and strategic, everything, right? So Glow List will now be called The Pretty Details. I am not going back and changing no thumbnails or re-recording no videos, anything like that. And I think I'm standing so close, y'all. Like if I'm standing real close, hey, my bad. Let me pull y'all back a little bit. Because I think I'm standing really close. Again, I'm getting used to this, y'all. I'm getting used to this. So bear with me. I hope I don't delete this. But I wanted to show y'all what some of my favorite products are that I'm using right now in December 2025. Today is December 6th. I know I'm 6 days late with Vlogmas, but girl, we're here. At least we're here. So let me show you some of my favorite stuff. So let's start out with what I wash my face with. So this is my absolute favorite. I use this every day. She is an extra gentle daily scrub by Cetaphil, normal to oily skin. I'm completely out of her. I get her from my favorite store, CVS Pharmacy. But I love her. She has these little, they call them microfine buffing particles in her, and gets all that dead skin off, leaves me with a really nice, refreshed, clean feeling feel on my face. I used to use Dermalogicas, like their microfine exfoliator for their face. And girl, let me tell you what happened. I left it in the shower, right? And water got in there and it turned rock hard. And yep, I wasted my $30-some. So when I went to go get some more, I was like, you know what? I need something a little bit more affordable. And I went with this one and I love it. Now, Dermalogica is still good. Now that, okay, people been using her for a long time. But this one, if you're looking for something drugstore friendly, something you want to just try, get this, okay? Let me show y'all. Y'all know I love telling y'all about what's in the back because I be influenced, so I be trying to influence y'all. Different cleanser. And this is the maximum strength acne foaming cleanser. So I use her during Shark Week, and I use her actually before Shark Week too. And anytime I know that I'm stressed or I've been drinking a lot of Coca-Cola. So Coca-Cola is like my stress drink. I drink that, and I eat hot crunchy curls when I'm stressed. And sometimes work can get to be a little bit overwhelming. So if I know I've been drinking a lot of Coke and or it's Shark Week or the week before or the week after, honey, I use this. Like I preemptively use her, and I do not have any breakouts. If any, they're very, very minimal. I don't get a lot of acne anyway, but girl, sometimes them ones be popping up. And yeah, so I use her. She is a 10% benzoyl peroxide acne treatment. Again, another CVS. I get her from CVS when I go get her. And I use her all the time. I'm almost out of her too. I think she does really good for acne. Okay. So my face is super dry right now because I'm just fresh out the shower, and I decided to just go get the camera and start filming. But usually after I wash my face, I use this, y'all. OG. She is an OG. Dickinson's Original Witch Hazel Hydrating Toner with Rose Water. I just run her over my face, and I feel like she just balances everything, and she makes me feel like my face is super, super clean. So I usually use her. What do I scrub my face with? So these are my products. So I already showed y'all these. They come flat, and then you wet them and they get fat. Very, minimal and something. It's just like a soft sponge, right? And I just use this when I use the extra gentle daily scrub. I use these two together, and I feel like it gives me a good scrub, but without kind of stripping my skin too much, because I already got the microfillings in that, so I didn't want something that was too hard on my face. When I have makeup on, I always use one of these. I get these from Amazon, Dollar Tree. Girl, they just regular facial scrubbers, and they so I guess like cheap and affordable that after probably 4 or 5 uses, I just get another one. Now this is a bigger one, and it has this little like hand thing on the bottom, so you could just like, or you can stick your fingers in here and be like, really good for getting the eye makeup off. But this one also has a finger holder, and you just stick your little fingers in there and just do your thing, girl. So get y'all some of these. Get what they was saying. Get some of these. Yeah, get you some of these. Yeah, I like them. All right. So I'm gonna show y'all my whole skincare routine. Right now, we gotta stay focused. I'm just trying to show y'all this stuff before we get ready and get dressed to shoot the content. And it's already kind of late, so it's gonna be a late night. But this is what I'm gonna use today. This brand is Belief. I also saw this brand on Avon, so I'm curious to see what their other products are like. But this is the Belief Super Drops Niacinamide Golden Glow Serum. So this makes your face really, really, really golden. But not for that long, like 15 minutes, girl. So I usually put this on when I get done doing my my toner. I'll put this on before I put my makeup on if I want a glowy, goldeny look. And that's clearly, I want that look every day. So I put this on, but I won't say I use this every day. The other thing I use if I'm not using this and I'm not using like my vitamin C face cream is, girl, the Nessa Myricks Yummy Skin. So the glow serum. Now, funny story, I'm a gold girly through and through, okay? Gold everything. But they didn't have the gold one. They had the what they call this? What's this color? Fresh Pressed, which is like a rose gold. And I was not mad at it. As you can see, I've been using her up. But I am interested in trying the gold one, so I will be going back to Sephora for my birthday haul and getting the gold one. But I like her. She's very moisturizing. She gives the skin a nice glow. I've worn her when I usually do no makeup. I usually wear her. And I get a lot of compliments on my skin. But when I put her under my makeup, sometimes she can come through a little glowy and greasy in my T-zone. And I just learned that. When I do my makeup, I like a really matte makeup look, like super, super matte. I'm still working on my base though, like how to get it like, because I want matte but creamy. And I don't think I have enough cream-based products in my routine. All my stuff is really matte. So I'm looking for that creamy look though. So, you know, if you know, got some tips for me, girlies, drop them in the comments because I'm looking for a matte creamy look. My friend Janelle does a really, really, really pretty matte creamy look. And I told her 17 times, like, girl, what are you using? But she be so busy, y'all. She a real, real grown woman, okay? She don't be having time. So drop your suggestions in the comments for me. But again, I use her, the Belief. So she's going to give me, for tonight's look, we're going for a really goldeny look because we're going to be doing red lipstick. We're going to do a little bit of I think we're going to attempt to do a, what do they call it? It's not, I want to say foxy for some reason. Like a, girl black, okay? I can't even get the words out of it and tell y'all what it's called. But we're going to do a little bit of black eyeshadow, a smoky eye. What the hell? Oh, I hope I don't get in trouble for that, y'all. I'm going to have to edit that one out. But I might do a smoky eye so that, because I mean, I'm doing black, I'm doing red, I'm doing white, and I think a smoky eye would be really cute. Normally, I would just do a little gold, little shimmer on my eye, which I might do because I don't really know how to do a smoky eye. That's one thing I don't know how to do. I don't know how to do eyeshadow. Like, I can't get that down for nothing. But I hope this is what the girls be wanting, because I know they be saying Vlogmas. I mean, I'm here to yap. I mean, I don't know. Y'all let me know. But we're going to do a smoky eye, red lip, and obviously we're going to need some gold, okay? I still feel like y'all are so close. I hope all this worked because, you know, I'm telling y'all, one bad video and I'll be like, oh, I don't want to film no more ever again. But okay, so that's what I kind of use on my face. Oh, let me show y'all these hair drops. I've been meaning to make a video about these for the longest, y'all. This is the Camille Rose Rejuva Drops Comeback. And this is specifically for hair loss and alopecia. So I am an autoimmune girly. I have lupus. I don't kick the camera, y'all. I have lupus and it started to affect the middle of my hair. So I have like a ball. Well, I had a bald spot, and it was getting worse and worse and worse because obviously I didn't know I had lupus and I wasn't medicated. And then like right in the nape, I don't know if y'all can see it on camera, but I get really thin on the nape of my neck. I don't know what that's from either. Usually I try to keep it like faded out, so you can't really tell. But I started using these drops, and because I could not find the sacred drops, right? We all know sacred just was like scarce, right? It was sacred scarce. Like I couldn't find it. But somebody recommended these to me, the Camille Rose Rejuva Drops Comeback. And I mean, they did what had to be done. I mean, you know, like in the middle, my hair started growing back. My edges started growing back because y'all know I bleach my hair a lot. So my edges started growing back, and the nape of my neck, it did start growing back. But then I think that like my jacket collars and my scarves and stuff like that was rubbing the hair off, girl. So I don't know. When I go to the beautician on at the end of the month, I'm gonna ask her like, girl, what can we do about the nape of this neck? Because I mean, let's talk about the hair. Right, so y'all don't see me go through some transformations. Like I've had long curly hair, I've had finger waves, I've had a pixie. Finger waves is probably my favorite hair era ever. But your girl kept talking about being a blonde bald baddie. And I mean, I talked about it and talked about it and talked about it, y'all. I talked about it for probably about 3 months straight. I went to get a consultation for it, and my girl was like, yeah, you can get it, but you got to cut your hair off. And I'm like, girl, I can't cut my hair off. I'm in corporate America. Like, I can't do that. Can't go in that bald headed with a blonde head. And she was like, well, how you thought she was gonna get this? And I was like, I don't know. You know, I guess that's what the consultation was for. I'm like, you know, you kind of give me some options, and then I kind of tell you what I'm into and what I'm not into. But I talked about it for so long. I had pictures, I had videos. I looked at pictures and videos forever. I looked at so many girls on YouTube, and believe it or not, one day I was gonna go out of town for work, and I decided to perm my hair because my waves weren't laying smooth enough for me. And girl, yeah, they fell out. So if you haven't seen that video, go to my TikTok. I talk about it as 2 parts. I looked like Cynthia from the Rugrats, y'all. Like crazy. But that's why I say sometimes some people have a very I don't even know what to call it, but like you can really speak things with your mouth, and I believe that I am one of those people, because I can say something, and I can fixate on something, and I don't want to call it like manifestation or visualization, because I don't want the negative associations that kind of come with that. But I guess the best way I would describe it is, you know, writing the vision and making it plain, because I spoke so much about that blonde hair that it came to fruition. Like, and I think I did the work behind it. And that's why I think it's so crazy to me that I'm so hesitant to really lean into, well, I was lean into this journey that I'm on, right? This journey to be this speaker, this motivational speaker, and to build this platform for the girlies, so that I can show them how to step into their pretty and powerful era. It's still taking me a long time to lean into this. And while I've been much more consistent and disciplined, because I prayed a heavy prayer at the beginning of the month, and I've kind of dived back into it. Let me pull y'all down a little bit. I feel like my head getting cut off. But I really dived into it, and the consistency and the discipline has paid off so much. I can't wait to show y'all my YouTube stats, and you know, the stats on my other profiles, so like my TikTok stats and my Instagram stats and my Facebook stats, because I really leaned into it this month. And I say all this though to say that we pray, and we can pray all day, right? We can pray all day. We know how to pray. My grandma told me how to pray a long time ago. But prayer requires participation. And I think that we forget that sometimes, because we just really want to just write the vision. And the second part of that is write the vision and make it plain. The making it plain is not only writing the map, but it's in creating the path, and you know, writing down how you're going to walk down that path is walking the path as well. So talking the talk and walking the walk. I say that so much on my platform. If you have not heard it, get ready to hear it a lot. But yes, we are talking the talk and walking the walk. And we don't want to do that. We just want to talk the talk. So I had to tell myself, like, girl, how dare you get on Beyonce's internet and be out here perpetrating, right? You talking the talk, but you ain't walking the walk. So that's how we got here. And you know, I'm just doing. At this point in my life, I'm just doing. So see, this is when I say that sometimes I will talk and talk and talk and talk and talk and then forget where I'm at and then have to come back, you know. So I'm gonna just pull us back to where I think we were at. So um as I was preparing again to become a blonde and bald Betty, I became a blonde and bald Betty. And this is where we're at now. So I cut my hair in May. It is now December. Right, it's December. And my hair has grown out for probably about I haven't been to see my girl since August, but I've kind of been bleaching it at home by myself. But I haven't cut it or anything like that. I thought about learning how to cut my own hair, but y'all, let me just leave it to the professionals. So I'm going to her at the end of the month for my birthday because my birthday is December 28th. I'm so excited. Shout out to all my Capricorn girlies. I see you girls. But I'm going to get my hair dyed, and I was gonna cut it, but we're gonna bleach it. We're gonna bleach it like a really, really, really pretty blonde. But my girlies are like, no, don't cut it. You know, we love the curls, we love the curls, we love the TWA, and don't get me wrong, I love it too. Sometimes I can take a picture and, whew, I'll be like, girl, you was looking good, but then sometimes I can look at it like I think in the video before, you know, that y'all gonna see kind of intermixed in here. My hair was so dry, y'all. It was crying. It was crying. It was like, girl, please give me some moisture. And I look at it at that time and I be like, ooh, I don't really like it no more. Like I really miss my low fade. So I think what we're gonna do though, at least for the, you know, the fall and the spring, is that we're gonna keep her curly but short. So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna ask my girl like, does she need to kind of level her out, or maybe, you know, like give me a end trim. I don't know, girl. I don't even know if you're supposed to trim your ends at this length, but something just so I can keep the shape. Maybe it's a shape up is what I'm trying to say, a shape up so that I can keep this length. I don't want my hair any longer than this. I don't think I'll ever go back to long hair. If I do, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be doing that job. But I think I'm gonna get a shape up, and like I said, that way we can kind of keep the length, and we're gonna color it a really, really pretty blonde. And then we're going to finger wave her for my birthday. So I'm going to see her on the 27th. I'm excited. And yeah, but for right now, this is my hair. So let me know though. You know, you girls have seen my fade on TikTok and IG, and if you haven't, go back. I think it might be some pictures on IG of it, but it's definitely on TikTok. And go back and kind of see it. She was a vibe, y'all. In the summertime, she was a vibe. I loved her. Like I loved her. But again, like I said, my girl moved, and so I had to see her less. Well, not as much as I wanted to see her, or you know, I couldn't see her as much as I wanted to. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, y'all let me know what y'all think. Did y'all like me as a blonde, bald baddie, or do y'all like me with this little curly TWA? But this is my hair. My hair naturally does this little curl. Obviously I need a color, but you know, whatever. And I rarely shampoo my hair. I want to show you guys what I use. I use this to, you know, cleaner, and I use this As I Am Dry and Itchy Scalp Care Co-Wash. So this is a co-wash. A co-wash is just like a conditioner formulated to kind of wash your hair. I don't use a lot of shampoo because I was finding the shampoo was stripping my hair. My hair is very dry with this blonde, and she just they say every time you cut your hair comes back different. This is probably my 10th big chop. And with that being said, my hair acts different every time I big chop it. So my hair naturally, like I said, is very fine. It's usually not as clumpy curly as this, which I'm really surprised about because I don't normally get clumpy curls. I love clumpy curls, but I've only ever seen them one other time, and they didn't last that long because I was on a mission to grow their hair back. So I had kept getting braids, but this is the first time I'm kind of really seeing my curl pattern. I'm interested to see what my curl pattern is going to do though when we bleach it. Because if we bleach it and it's not as curly and clumpy as it is now, then we're going to cut it low because I don't like how it looks like with the straight ends. But I only use this. I use this probably 3-4 times a week depending on what I do to my hair, and I use this, and I just And I don't, and I just literally put this stuff in here and I comb it through. My scalp gets so itchy and dry, but with this, it does not. So I absolutely love this. This was a lifesaver for me because when I first cut my hair itched so bad, y'all. So bad. So let's finish up this little, pretty details list because, baby, we already at 25 minutes. So Moroccan Rose Tree Hut, you girlies already know, aftershave serum and the moisturizing shave oil. Usually, of course, the scents match, but they don't. And that's okay. This is my favorite scent though overall, like Santal Haze. I love this at nighttime. It's such a very creamy, ambery, nighttime relaxing scent. Like, absolutely love her. But I also love Moroccan Rose. Like, I love, she made me actually fall in love with Rose. So yeah, I like them both. Yeah, I think that's all I'm gonna show y'all tonight. Get them, especially if you are a shave girly, right? Meaning that you shave your hoo-ha and you shave under your arms and your legs and your arms, whatever. Get these. This trick to a extremely smooth shave, and I haven't actually made a video about this, but we gonna talk about it now. The trick to a very, very smooth shave, I'm talking about, like, you can't tell if you've been waxed or shaved, is a lot of oil. A lot of oil. And you got to get the men's razors. I don't know what they do to the men's razors, but they be sharper than the girls' razors. So get you some men's razors. You're going to need a couple of packs depending on how much hair you got. And get you a lot of oil, girl. Don't be afraid to oil her up. Oil her all the way up. And then you shave her. After you get done shaving her, rinse her, oil her again. Oil her again. Shave again. Right? I know you're like, girl, all this shaving, and it's a certain way you're supposed to shave. I noticed. So, like, I guess it's hard to describe, but we'll talk about that later. But a lot of oil. It's gonna get you super smooth. And then, like I said, after you're done, oil up again. You're gonna be like, oh, I don't ever need to go back to the wax lady. Unless, of course, you like the wax lady. I ain't never went to the wax lady. I'm too scared to go to the wax lady. So I've been shaving for a really, really long time, and I get the same. Now, I've been sugared, though. I've been sugared, and sugared was not that bad. It wasn't that bad, but it wasn't something where I think, I could go again and I would be okay, but I was like, I don't have to have it. Because, like I said, I've learned the trick to shaving so good that I just be like, I'll stick to what I'm doing. So that's the pretty details part of this episode. Every episode will have a pretty details part. What's coming next on pretty details? I placed a huge Avon order, so we will go through that. I got all kinds of stuff, girlies. I got obviously fragrance, perfume, body oil, spa stuff, like taking a bath, romanticizing your shower, all that kind of good stuff. I got some face stuff. I think I picked up some hair stuff. Obviously makeup. Obviously picked up a ton of makeup, and I got some jewelry. They actually have a hair removal cream. Now, I don't so much mess with hair removal creams because I be nervous that she gonna still, I don't know, I'm not gonna rinse it well, and she might get in the area she ain't supposed to get in, and then my hoo-ha be mad at me. So I don't really mess with shaving creams. But, for the girlies, I'm gonna try it. But I'm gonna try it under my arms. I'm not gonna try her down now. Like I said, me and her got a real good understanding. I know what she like, and as long as I abide by the rules and what she likes, then she don't give me no problem. So I ain't gonna put none of that down there. But I will say this: I did try the Veet thing that was going around. Let me pull it out for y'all. So this was going around, right? Put this on your hoo-ha, and it's gonna be like, you went to that wax lady. And the trick, they said, though, to kind of, protect her down there was to put a panty liner on, right? Put a panty liner on, kind of fold her up into the lips, and make sure she's very well covered. Like, Miss Beam is real covered. And then you put this on there, and, you wait, I think you're supposed to wait like 15 minutes or something like that. And yeah, but as you can see, she is nearly full. I'm going to actually give her away to my niece because no, it's a no for me. Don't get me wrong. She did what she was supposed to do. But I just didn't feel comfortable having her down there. Like, I ain't feel comfortable having her down there. She didn't feel comfortable having strange new things down there. And, you know, we had a talk and she was like, no, it's a no for us. Please stick to what we're doing. So, but it did, you know, it worked. Like I didn't get any in places that it shouldn't have got, and you know, it did do what it was supposed to do, what it claims to do. So if you are, you know, interested in if that worked, because the TikTok girlies was hyping it up, yeah, it does work. So we'll see what the Avon hair remover cream does. It's this stuff should be here probably like next week. So you know, obviously for next weekend's vlog, we'll have it and we'll probably go through it. It'll probably be a really long video because it's a lot of stuff. But I don't know. I may try to chop it up so I can put some of it on IG or TikTok. What was I gonna say? So yeah, but again, I'm only using her on my underarms. I'm not. We ain't putting nothing else down there. Okay, so I'll be back. I'm going to show you guys what my makeup looks like. I'm going to show you guys what my hair looks like. I'm about to go and wave my hair, I think. So waving my hair doesn't take a long time, but sometimes I just don't be feeling like doing all the gel and I'm going to call it setting spray. It's not setting spray, y'all. The gel and the spritz and all of that. Sometimes I don't be feeling like all of that. Like I said, my hair will remain curly just like this. And then I also like this. This is my favorite leave-in conditioner. She makes my hair super moisturized. It's called Quench by Aunt Jackie's Curls and Coils. Ultra hydrating deep moisture therapy for parched tresses, i.e. my hair. Okay. She works amazing though. I literally, when my hair is soaking wet, all I do is I just put her in my hands and I literally put it in there and I go up like this. I'll show you girlies one day. I go up like this and then I kind of run my nails through my hair. And I feel like to me it kind of helps them curl a little bit better or tighter. And yeah, I let her dry and we be good to go. Like I don't even gotta put no oil sheen, nothing like that on her. But for the look that I'm going for the content tonight, I am feeling waves. So I'm probably gonna wave my hair and then put my makeup on and then put my clothes on and start taking some pictures. So I'm gonna show y'all a little bit more. We're gonna try to keep this at like 45 minutes because again, I don't know how long you're supposed to do Vlogmas for. But I can go all day, baby. Okay, I can go hours because I love to yap to the girlies. But we're going to try to keep this at 45 minutes. So I'll be back. All right, girlies, I'm back. So this probably is not the best lighting, but the lighting for the photo shoot was a dark scene. So everything tonight is kind of dark. So I tried to set up like my little light so you guys can kind of see me better. I kind of like that light. So it is almost midnight and we didn't really start shooting until maybe like 9 o'clock. So we got about a good 2 hours in, but so I did get some shots for the podcast. The January theme is the winter arc, and how in January we're gonna be, you know, really prepping ourselves to be ready to hit the ground running in February. So it had like a blue light type of theme kind of going on because, you know, obviously winter in the nighttime is kind of blue. So I'm really thinking of this Game of Thrones scene and what they would call the night of the other side of the wall or whatever it is. But that's kind of the theme. Y'all remember that episode where it was so dark, everybody was literally like, we can't see anything. But we're going for that type of lighting for the photo shoots. And yeah, so I have some thoughts kind of going through my mind or whatever, and I said I was going to share them because I mean, I think this is what Vlogmas is about. So lately I have been struggling with if whether or not my pictures and my videos, sometimes to me they lean really sexy and seductive, and I always think to myself like, you know, we're not trying to seduce the girlies, you know, say we're trying to help the girlies, but we don't want to seduce them. And so and also I guess too it's like being a little bit more modest dressing. Now don't get me wrong, I was never I'm not a big, I guess, skin person, but I am a skin person, right? Like, so I like cleavage, I like my arms, I like my legs, obviously. But I don't know, like, I mean, I guess I would call my style, not modest. Like we're like somewhere in between, right? Maybe a little bit more like a 60-40 type situation. But I've been struggling with that, of whether or not my pictures and my videos are leaning too seductive for kind of like what I'm talking about, right? It's like, I love to give a good face, right? Like a good face, just that's just what I like. And I love, 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 love y'all a good red lip. I haven't my red lip on yet, but I did this photo shoot without a red lip just because I like the way my makeup looked, and with nothing, literally I don't have anything with my lips but lip balm that I had put on when I had started doing my makeup. It's e.l.f. Squeeze Me Bomb or something like that. But I really liked the way my makeup looked, so I didn't bother to put on any lipstick with it. Now this look is supposed to have lipstick, supposed to have my iconic red lips. And I guess my question is that well, not my question, but I guess what I'm kind of thinking of in my head is like, as much as I love my red lip, um am I using it in the right pictures? But then it's almost like, what is the right pictures, because the red lip is me. And especially with this look that I got going on, I'm really surprised that I opted to not do it with the red lip. I was supposed to do it with the red lip, but as I was going through and I was taking the pictures and doing the videos, the red lip kind of just didn't happen. And I feel like the videos look different, right? Like this makeup to me is a very goldeny look, and I think the new lip really did it. I mean, I didn't even do any lip liner, so but we'll see. I'm gonna change outfits. Hopefully, I'm kind of tired, but I'm gonna change outfits and do the red lip um with the outfit, and then we'll see. But it's like I'm kind of seeing. I'm thinking about like, okay, like what do I really need to do this next outfit in this red lip for? Like what can I do with it? Because I'm trying to make sure that the content that I make isn't just pictures. Even though I love 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 taking pictures, I'm trying to be strategic with my time and figure out like, okay, well, what can you put in this picture? Obviously, I could highlight all of my Avon stuff. I can even do a video on the lipstick, but I've done so many videos on the lipstick. It's almost like, okay, what else did you get from Avon? So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I even got some pictures of me on my iPad. I thought about maybe just getting some B-roll. But I feel like I'm gonna be overly dressed for B-roll. Um, yeah, so I don't know. I don't know if maybe I want to just save my next. Well, I actually had two more outfits really, but it's gonna be midnight and I'm getting kind of tired, and I don't want to be just like I said aimlessly um taking pictures, without just to kind of be doing it. So because this isn't, I guess, the best use of my time, right? So yeah, we'll see. But as far as like, we're struggling with that, sometimes I do struggle with that. And I've consulted the Bible, to kind of figure out like what did the Bible say about like I don't want to say seduction, but like what does the Bible say about like, dressing up and no makeup, clothes, all the kind of good stuff or whatever. Like what does the Bible kind of say about that? And the Bible doesn't say anything bad about it. It's just what is, I guess the whole thing that what I got from it is that, you can, in a sense, dress how you want to dress. It's just the intention in your heart behind it. And like I said, the intention is not to seduce the girlies, but I don't know. Sometimes that's just what kind of comes out. Like this seductiveness kind of comes out. And I'm wondering, is it tied to the red lipstick? Or the way I do my makeup, or, is it tied to that? Or am I just really overthinking this entire situation and need to just kind of understand that, well, I guess also too, I'm in the middle of developing my look, right? Like my iconic look. And I mean, I think at one point I thought I had it, and then obviously I changed it up. So my iconicness and in what I look like, I think is heavily rooted in my lipstick and my nails. And I think I just have to kind of get used to that, right? Because like I've said, even though I love, 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 love a red lip, I don't wear a red lip every day. I don't wear it to work every day. I usually do a pink or a brown or something like that. But on my platforms and things like that, I like continuity, and the red lips are kind of like I mean, can you blame me? I mean, the red lip be lipping, right? Especially with the red nails. Like, girl, okay, the look eating down. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just overthinking this entirely too much, and I've had too much of my Stella Rosa, and that's what's kind of going on. So, girlies, I am going to end this Vlogmas, first day of Vlogmas down. The life of the pretty and powerful. I'm so excited for this. I'm so proud of myself because I actually got back on here and did it, because when I got done with my first half of the video, I was like, I could just see them tomorrow. But I'm glad that I decided to do this. I'm looking forward to growing with you guys. I'm looking forward to learning with you guys. Like, I made sure I even use my camera so that it could be horizontal so everything can kind of be the same. But I'm looking forward to this. And yeah, I'll see you girlies tomorrow.